My mama trying to call me again. To know. Oh my
Here we go.
god.
10 seconds.
Come on, Dre.
I can't hear y'all.
5, 4,
Five.
3, 2.
I can't. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I know I can't hear y'all though.
Start the show.
Girl, okay, I'm just gonna have to start. Hey y'all, welcome back. This is another horrible episode of Pick a Struggle. And I'm struggling right now because I can't hear nobody.
You can't hear me at all.
I can hear you just a little bit, but the sound is just a little distorted. Because people trying to call me, and every time they try to call me, it'll throw the sound off. So I just hear sound like y'all are just a little low.
Okay, well, we got to yield then.
Yeah. You sound perfect on this end.
I know how I sound, but I. Lord Jesus, how you doing, Ken?
I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry. Oh, girl. I done had my best friend today.
I'm doing good. How are you? Besides the sound.
Right, girl. Just trying to make it. Keeping my head above water. But this is crazy. So this is our first, hopefully our only show where we have to do it like this. Because Fishbowl Radio Network done gave in and was like, y'all can't come to the studio. And I'm like, oh Jesus, how am I supposed to do this? How are we supposed to do this? I ain't got no high-tech phone. I ain't got no iPhone. I ain't got any of that. Pre-opening sipping.
Where there's a will, there's a way. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we trying, Lord Jesus, we trying.
Yes.
But, where did Gary go? Oh, Gary, we got to come back to you because we
got some
update.
We got something for y'all. Okay,
So
Gary, you go on now.
Don't you go nowhere. So the last time we talked about Gary and him being the side piece.
Yeah.
That was this last time we talked about their struggle.
Yeah.
But there's an update on the struggle.
Yeah.
Now the struggle is a standard now.
Yeah, your boy went from the side to the main course.
Look at Gary.
They done moved in together, him and all the children.
All the children.
Yeah, we kind of Brady bunched it, you know what I'm saying? Because I got my own child, you know, and she got her kids, so you know what I'm saying. One day when this lady met this fellow, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody happy. Everybody getting breakfast, dinner, lunches, and all that kind of stuff. Everybody good.
Man.
I can't hear y'all.
Breakfast in bed.
Oh, okay. She trying to see. Look, now she's doing too much now. Shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's because we all quarantined. Wait until she able to go back to work.
Oh man,
Okay.
you think it's gonna stop, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to believe in black love. You know, she did kind of set the bar kind of high, like you know, you making your own tough act to follow. So
No, black love is definitely there, but she ain't gonna do that when she got to go to work.
yeah, heck yeah. Like she was.
That's okay.
She was washing the dishes one night, and I tried to walk in there, try to be all sexy and help her out. She was like, "Nah, stop, I got this." And I'm like, "Watch, when you start working again, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, you ain't do them dishes." You know, like,
Right. The only thing you gonna get for breakfast is
yeah.
lemon and
Right.
Yeah, all right, it's some Pop-Tarts in there. It's some Pop-Tarts in there.
You put you one in that damn toaster oven and go on to work.
What's up with y'all
Right,
love
she'll be
lives?
meal.
What's going on in y'all love lives? Any struggles?
Ain't got now.
What? Man, I love. What y'all just single and chilling?
I had to take this time to be like, I'm just gonna be by myself for a minute. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be worried about anybody else and what they got going on.
You sound like a Tyler Perry plot.
Yeah.
I can do bad all by myself, head at.
Right.
You got better wigs than the Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah. Man, with the little microphone right there at the top of it. Why he do
I'm
that?
single, but I have people that I talk to.
Yeah. You ever
Right.
y'all
Mingle
try
and
those
Pringle,
apps?
mingle and red for a Pringle.
Man,
Hmm
you be
A
doing
little
the
bit more than
apps.
Pringle though. Shit, I need a little bit more than the Pringle. Okay, we grown up. What I'm gonna do with a Pringle? Nothing. Shit.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Dang.
You a little bit more than that, but yeah. One day I'll have that black love again. I just don't know when.
Right. The black love I'm worried about is me and myself.
Right. You gotta definitely work on yourself. You definitely gotta love yourself first. That's first and foremost. Because you can't
Right.
love else if you can't love yourself. If you can't wake up and be happy with what you see in the mirror, then you can't expect nobody else to be. So yeah.
Amen. That's what Miss RuPaul always say. If you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else?
And thank you, Rue. That's my girl. She telling all kinds of truths with that one. But
Right.
speaking of all this, black love and black love. So the Clark sisters.
Yes, child. So yesterday, I ain't got DVR, so I
Mm-hmm.
had to actually sit and watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Sit there and wait for it to come on. So the Clark Sisters biopic had came on yesterday, and if you don't know who the Clark Sisters is, mm, the Clark Sisters is real famous gospel group, gospel female group that they started like around the 80s or in the early 90s when they got really popular.
Mm-hmm.
And their biopic had came on last night on Lifetime. Now I'm real iffy when it comes to Lifetime doing biopics.
As you should be.
The Tony Braxton one, I was like, okay, that's complete trash.
Right. Whitney Houston.
Houston, that was complete trash.
Right.
I didn't because of those two. I didn't even watch the Aaliyah one because I was like, "There's going to be complete trash too."
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like I gotta watch this because I love the Clark Sisters. So I sat there and actually watched it. Came on at 7 o'clock, and they was going on with the story and all this other stuff. And I was sitting there thinking, I was okay, trying to figure out the right way to say this. When I actually watched it, it
Mhm.
proved to me that abusing your kids really don't work out right.
Right.
And some people like, what you talking about abuse, like they really wasn't that much abuse going on. But the abuse that I'm talking about is putting pressure on kids.
Right.
And you're trying to raise them up a certain way so they can, kind of stick to it and do it later on in life. But with that one, even though the Clark sisters became like a successful group, they really had a lot of underlying mental anguish and mental disturbance going on with them, well, between each other.
Right.
Because like one was like, one, I think her name was Twinkie, or it could have been Denise, which you don't pick one. Both of them were like, like, Mama, I'm singing for you. You telling me to sing for the Lord, but I don't know if I'm singing for you or I'm singing for God. I'm doing all this stuff. I don't know if it's just the pressure you giving me or the pressure, I don't know what's going on. The fact that they were just uncertain on how to go about life.
Right.
And it was like, how do you raise a group of kids?
Right.
You raise them all the same way, and then they end up coming out different. So it's like, how do you do that? And because I ain't got no kids, I don't know. But just watching them, it was like, okay, well, how do parents deal with stuff like that? And LaPree, you the only one on this show with multiple kids. So how do you can tell, okay, this kid, I need to put the hammer down. This kid, I kind of need to take the foot off their neck. How do you raise a generation of kids? Because you got like three kids, right?
I got 4 kids.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like,
they range in age. I got 20, 22, all the way down to 10. So
but how do you did the first kid teach you how to raise the second and the third and the fourth one, or like how
yeah,
did you handle?
You definitely learn. You definitely learn as you go. When I had my first child, I was a kid, so I didn't know what I was doing. And she tells me now, Mama, well, if I had been doing that when I was his age, then I would have got this. This would have happened to me. But you learn. I remember. I don't know if you I remember the conversation I had about whooping my kids. That I didn't want. I didn't. When I realized that whooping my kids for me was a form of bullying. That's when I really had to step back and look and see, hey, is this really working? And for me, it didn't work. Not to the point where I thought it was going to work. Even if I take a little bit from my childhood with me and my mama and my brothers, my mama she had her foot on my neck every day, all day, from the time I can remember and to the time I left the house. But my brother, she was a lot more lenient with them. And then our life kind of ended up in two different ways. Like I got one brother who I don't want to tell too much, but he's struggling. Both of my brothers are kind of struggling in life, but I'm the only one that's kind of has some type of stability. Now with my own children, my first daughter, my first two kids, I was with an iron fist. But I had to do two different ways because my oldest daughter, she didn't need as much. She needed more guidance than my second daughter. My second daughter came out and she was a free spirit from the time she came out of the womb. And then, of course, I had my special needs child, so of course his raising is gonna be different. And then I have my little boy who is always doing some shit and always needs to be disciplined. So but this went in a different way. Like for my daughter, my oldest daughter, I could just raise my voice. My second daughter, I had to actually like pop her butt. And then with my son, my youngest son, I have to take stuff away. So it's like different stuff that I had to do to learn how to discipline my kids. But when I really believed that it was a bullying thing in my head, is when I would walk by and they would jump. And I was like, I don't want you scared. I don't want my baby scared of me, you know what I mean? Like, just my presence alone was making them nervous, and I didn't like that. I didn't like the feeling that it gave me. So, and then I want my kids, because my mama, she ruled me with an iron fist, and she wanted me to do a certain thing that I didn't want to do. And I don't want that for my kids. I want my kids to be able to make their own decisions and live the life they want to live. So yeah, it's a process. You definitely have to know. It's a struggle too. Like, and you have to come up with that plan in your head of what you want for yourself as a parent. Not what you want for your kids, but what you want for yourself as a parent. Do you want to be that parent that your kids are scared to talk to? Kids are scared to go to? You want to be that parent that your kids never learn how to make their own decisions? They always need you. They always calling you for everything. Or do you want to be that parent that the lines of communication are open with you and your children? They can come and talk to you, but they can also stand on their own 2 feet, and that they not beat up. You don't want to send your kids out to the world already beat up, because the world's gonna have some ass whippings for them as well. So you don't want to be beating your kids down to the point where when they get out in the free world, then they already got PTSD from being raised in your house. So it's definitely a struggle, but you got to figure it out. You have to know what you want to do.
Right. Because every child can't be like me. Because I grew up with, it was multiple siblings.
Right.
When I was in my mom's house, I had an older and a younger sister. And then with my dad, I had an older brother and a younger sister. Mm-hmm. And so I would see the older siblings get like the most beat downs.
Right.
But with me, I got my own. But even when I would get the beat downs, I was like, okay, that hurt, and I ain't gonna do it no more. And then after a while, I was like, okay, let me get back into what I was doing that got me in trouble again.
Right.
Then after a while, especially when I had got on my own, I was like, okay, now I'm free to do whatever. Mm-hmm. And even though I'm free to do whatever, I still kind of have I guess you can say trauma or the PTSD or whatever, but I still have that feeling where if I'm doing something and I used to get in trouble for it when I was younger, I don't tell my parents that. Right. Even older and like living on my own, I don't tell them what I'm doing. Like, I don't tell them who I'm dating or whatever. Because when I was a kid, they were like, this ain't how you're supposed to be. And then they
Right.
will whoop me for me being who I am. And so
Right.
when I got older, I will go out and do what I wanted to do, but I still have that psychological trauma where it's like, well, I can't tell them who I'm dating.
Right.
Or I can't share certain things with them. And it was my parents were like the way you said, they would tell me, if you have a problem, you can come to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, you just gave me a whooping for
Right. Yeah.
who I am, so I'm confused.
Right.
And I talk to you about everything, or
Right.
or what? So, like you just don't know. And then my older brother, he got all the whoopings.
Yeah.
I remember he used to get whoopings, and I thought I was in trouble because he got the whooping. I'd be hiding in the bathroom, pretending I was using the bathroom, just feel like if I stay here long enough, he ain't gonna be mad to where he want to whoop me. But I was like, oh, my brother just got in trouble. Oh, okay, but he's in prison now.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you go about it? How do you, what do you do about it? But that kind of goes into the
Well,
foolish.
you know how they say that? You know how they say, like, spur the rod, spoil the child? I just, from experience, that has not been the situation for me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, because I feel like all the whoopings and the beat downs that my mama gave me as a child, all the time she slapped me and all that, I don't feel like it changed me to be the person that I am. I feel like just my own, who I am is who I am, and that's who I was gonna be. I don't feel like I needed the extra slap. I don't feel like because what it did was it ruined my self-esteem. Because the thing that I couldn't speak my mind. I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I couldn't draw too much attention to myself. I couldn't be, this person, because every time that I would say something to do something she didn't like, then I would get yelled at or slapped or whatever, or whooped. So it brought my self-esteem down to the point where I was so afraid to even speak my mind or even tell people the truth, because I didn't want them to be mad at me. I was a people pleaser. So I was like, okay, if I make her happy, then she'll be happy. So that turned into me trying to make everybody else in my life happy. And it created unhealthy relationships, I would do stuff for people or do stuff with people that I shouldn't have been doing because I didn't want anybody to be mad at me. And that's not how I want my kids to feel.
Girl, I was the opposite.
Really?
Because I used to get whoopings for talking too much. I didn't get in trouble for talking too much ever since I was in pre-K all the way up to college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Andre is very talkative. He's very loquacious. He talks to all the students. He talks out of turn, all this stuff. And I used to get in trouble for that. I used to get whoopings for that when I was a kid. And then I think, like, before I got into middle school, my dad was like, Dre, dude, can you just shut the hell up?
Because us.
Like, can you just shut up sometime? I'm like, Daddy, I'm done with my work and I'm bored. I need something to do. And he was like, Drake, that don't mean everybody else is done with their work. Dude, chill out. And eventually he stopped putting me forward. But it's like, even though I got whoopings for it, now I'm trying to, I'm in radio. I'm doing podcasts and I'm on YouTube, and me being at work, just me being who I am. Like, I like to talk to everybody. Girl, when I was in college, the first thing my professor said was, y'all are grown adults, so I don't make seating charts. Girl, after a week of me being in that class, he made a seating chart. And put me in the back.
Oh, and my goodness.
That was sitting next to me that I always talk to, he put her up front. And I was like, he must don't know me. So the white girl that was sitting next to me, I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Like, it don't matter. It don't matter who.
Right.
I'm still going to be me regardless. Yeah.
Exactly. So when even though being raised in my mom's and my dad's household which were totally two different. But the only thing they had in common was you don't talk to me any kind of way, or you don't talk to me if you're going to disagree with what I'm saying. And so with that, when I got out to the world, when I got to school, or when I, did all those jobs I've done, I was always talking. And if someone had said something that I disagreed with, I was going to tell them about it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like how I was feeling being in the house, not being able to say anything. So when I got into the world, you gonna listen to what the hell I got to say.
Right.
You listen to me and you gonna hear what I got to say, because I'm not agreeing with what you're saying, or even just to make people laugh or just to joke around. Like, I'm finna say it because I'm quiet when I'm at the house.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm like that now.
Yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, because it ain't nobody in here but me and my dog. So I'm just like, I'm quiet. And then once I get out into the world, I'm just like, hey.
So it was the opposite for you. And, it's different for everybody. Because like your brother, he in prison. My brother was in prison. My brother rebelled against, everything. So and that's what a struggle is. Like, that's what you were asking me. How do you know how to raise different kids? You don't. You raise them. But I can say for sure that beating the hell out your kids is not, for me, that was not the answer. And for me and my siblings, that wasn't the answer. It wasn't the answer. You can instill values and morals in your kids without beating them.
Right. It's a new day and it's a new time. But Floyd Mayweather's daughter, she need a whooping.
Her ass.
She need a whooping.
She need a spank.
She need a beat down. She needs somebody to grab her by the new growth back there in the back.
By the cuckabug and cuckabug. Yeah.
Hey, she about to get all that.
Right at the edge.
She's about to get all that. After she get sentenced 99 years, she about to get all the butt whoopings.
Right.
Yeah. 99 years. How do you do that? Your daddy is Floyd Mayweather.
Man.
You said what, Dre?
I said from her daddy, from her mama, from the grandmama, the ancestors, all them that done died and passed on, all need to come back and whoop her.
That just don't make no sense. That's when you know that she is full rotten.
Yeah.
To the point where you think you can go and try to stab some. I think she tried to stab the baby mama of the NBA young boy.
Yeah, she getting like attempted murder.
So let me get a rundown on everything that had happened.
Okay.
So what happened was what had happened was Iyanla, I think they call her Yaya. What else? We're gonna call her Yaya. Yaya went to her come to find out she was the fiance of NBA YoungBoy, who is an alleged rapper. She goes to his house and he has another girl there. I think her name was LaPatrick, Patty. We'll call her Patty just because I feel like being messy. Her name is Patty. So she goes to the house and Patty over there. And so she raised all this kerfuffle. And NBA is telling security, get this girl out of my house.
Wait,
get
she did
Yaya
what?
out of my house. So they put Yaya out. Then, Yaya finds a way to get back in the house. She ain't number like 4'10", about 80-some pounds, soaking wet.
Right.
She finds a way to get back in the house, grabs a couple and starts a fight with Patty. Starts they start fighting. Yaya is apparently losing from what I was told. Then Yaya grabs the knife.
Mayweather.
Huh?
How you can't fight in your daddy Floyd Mayweather?
Girl, I was gonna get into that too, because Floyd Mayweather is like training his son and his nephew to box, but they ain't training Yaya because Yaya losing. You gotta grab weapons. You start biting and stuff. That's how you know Rihanna was losing to Chris Brown. She started biting her. Her forehead. But anyway. So Yaya grabs the knife and starts stabbing Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, I don't know who called the police. I don't know who the snitch is, but call the police, and they arrest Yaya, and then they released her on the $30,000 bond, which I don't know who paid for it. I'm assuming it was her daddy.
Probably her daddy.
And then she goes back to the house and is in the bed with NBA YoungBoy because he goes on live and she's there. And I'm just like, this is how you know. People who ain't got nothing to do. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Thank you. Yes.
She ain't got nothing to do. And then apparently, because the charges was like assault with a deadly weapon or, and all that stuff. But according to some people that Patty knew, Patty was pregnant.
Oh, wow. By NBA YoungBoy?
Because of Yaya stabbing her.
She pregnant by NBA YoungBoy?
Huh?
She pregnant by NBA YoungBoy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he only 20 and already got 4 or 5 baby mamas.
I heard he been out here. He been out here living that life. So we know for sure he don't believe in condoms, but that's what we do know.
Say
that's
what?
I said we know for sure he don't believe in condoms.
Right. No, it's against his religion.
Yeah, he just don't do that.
They don't follow. Girl, he might be Catholic.
Oh. Yeah, he don't do that. He don't do that.
They pop out babies like Jiffy popcorn.
Yeah, but they be married, don't they?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Child. That's a struggle right there. So
some of the priests be having babies and they not married to them women.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a whole other story for a whole other time.
Okay. So do you feel like that's just do you feel like that's money privilege? Because we got all these privileges out here.
Yeah.
If that was a regular young lady who wasn't, her daddy wasn't nobody, just a regular person, do you think that they would have kept her in jail, or do you think that she got out of jail and all that stuff because?
I don't know, because that's kind of complicated. Because with this coronavirus stuff, they probably ain't take you in unless it's like a real serious crime. And if Patty would have passed away because of her injuries, they probably would have taken Yaya in.
Yeah.
And she only stabbed her, and and Patty's doing perfectly fine. Because even though some people have said that she was pregnant and lost the baby because of, they didn't bring those charges. They haven't brought those charges on her yet of like attempted murder because it's a fetus. It's a living being that had passed away. They haven't brought those charges on her yet, but I don't know. I think it has something to do with what's going on now, and because of who her father is.
Right.
Father is Mayweather, the boxer.
So that's a struggle for him. Do you think that he should get her out of this, or do you think he should make her pay for her mistakes? What both of y'all think? What you think?
But Dad is like that. The type of man that Floyd Mayweather is, he ain't gonna let his child go through it. Just like Steve, because it was the same thing with Steve Harvey. He was involved in a hit and run accident.
Yeah.
That's charges of fleeing a scene.
Yeah. What's her name? Lori Harvey.
She got pulled over, and then she called her daddy, which ain't even her real daggone daddy, just her stepfather. And like, Steve, come and help me with all the teeth you got and all the money you got. Come help me. Yeah. And Steve came and bailed her out, and she didn't even have to physically go to jail. They didn't even arrest her. They let her go at the scene of where they pulled her over. They let her go right then and there.
Right.
Same different toilet paper.
Now in that situation, I would have probably let her get arrested, like go through the motions. Like, I'm gonna bail you out, but I want you to go through it and see like what could have happened, because you got to learn some type of lesson.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that too. As a parent, and Gary, you got a daughter, right?
Nah, son. Come on.
Son.
I birthed kings.
As a parent, you don't want anything. You don't want your kids to have to go through bad stuff, but that's really the only way for them to learn. Because I've told y'all before, my mama would have, she told me not to have, be having sex early, and what the hell I do as soon as I got a chance. So it's like you gotta go through it yourself so you can learn yourself. You can't if somebody keep bailing you out, you ain't gonna never learn.
Yeah.
So
but like something serious like this, like where he could be like facing charges or something, I'm like, man, like, you know, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, yeah, she's stupid, but she's still young. Like, she still has a chance to make something of herself and turn this around. Like, she's like 22 years old.
We ain't talking about an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
But she's sheltered. That's the thing. It'll be different if it was a regular hood chick or a regular person out on the street. But she's been sheltered her whole life. The girl ain't never had to do nothing but wake up and go to sleep. She ain't have to do nothing in life. So, you know, she's sheltered. So yeah, she's spoiled. So she's not getting what she wants from a man. Her daddy always give her what she wants. Then she loved NBA YoungBoy. He ain't giving her what she wants, so she acting out. Yeah. She's never had to feel that before.
So they said she could be sentenced up to 99 years. What y'all think is like the proper punishment?
That's too many. 99 years. No, that's too many. she need about 5 or 6 years. I mean, she don't need no 99 years. Yeah. That's expensive.
Cause like the victim, she's still alive. She still has a chance to make something of herself. So you don't want to like put too much time on her to where like this chick has no chance anymore now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's excessive. I don't think 99 years is
these celebrities and these celebrity kids who need to make examples out of because they got too much money, too much power.
Yeah.
They need to
Hey, like the little white girls that did the college scam thing.
Turned it out and doing stuff, you know, being able to get away with particular crime. I'm getting tired of that.
Like the white girls in the college admissions.
Yeah, thank you.
They need to get 99 years.
They should not have to pay money back to people. No, you just can't be going around life just doing just anything. People who ain't got money, we like me and you or Gary, because I know you ain't got none because you live with somebody. But
I'm about to end this whole call right now.
We have to think before we commit a crime sometimes. We're like, do I really want this honey bun out of Kroger? Like we have to think before we actually do stuff.
Yeah. No, he definitely right, Gary.
Power, they don't think. They just like, I'm just do whatever, don't care. No, she deserves 99 years plus 99 more. So when she die and come back, she'll still be in jail.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because there's been plenty of times that the fact that I don't have money has stopped me from beating somebody's ass. Like really, it has been like, you know what? I can't even afford to pay this. But 99 years is still excessive for anybody that attempted. She didn't kill her. If she had killed her, or if this was like a repeat thing and like she was always doing that, then yeah, go ahead and throw her ass in jail because she's doing too much. But this the first offense. This is the first time she did something. Give her a year or two, maybe 3.
Nope.
And let her get on with her life.
Just like that dude that was he was like a swimmer or whatever, and he had raped that girl behind the trash can, behind the dumpster.
That's different, rape.
But no, he violated her just like how Yaya violated Patty, violated her to where she traumatized or whatever. But you just can't be doing petty stuff or like petty crimes or whatever. You just can't be doing stuff and not thinking about the consequence. Crime is usually reserved for people who just ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah. That's what
crime is for like people who are like pushed to the brink of doing what they really didn't want to do.
They got time.
Ain't got nothing to do for the, because she can just live off her daddy money as long as he boxing, which, I hope he just loses everything. But she ain't got nothing to do. She ain't got nothing to do. She can live off her daddy money, live off her daddy name, and she can't go through life doing that. That's just ain't. No. So
do you think that NBA YoungBoy should have some type of consequences in the situation as well.
She's the rat.
Right, but he done lied to a few people. So, I mean, why would he even tell
He was wearing a condom when he really was, and then he lied to people that he was a rapper, and he ain't. Like when the police was called, he's the one that let the police come in and let the paramedics come in and do their job. But NBA YoungBoy, no, he needs to be locked up. You know what? If he is brought up on charge, he need to be in the mental institute. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. 20 years old, got these babies, and trying to be a rapper, and then you with the girl that you was just cheating on and stabbed. Like, you doing too much.
And then you back with the girl that actually stabbed your baby mama is in your bed again later that night.
Right.
Like, you are unstable. Yeah, something wrong with you. Yeah.
Right. I don't like Dr. Umar Johnson, but that's who he need to go visit. He need to go see Dr. Umar Johnson. And get his life together.
Right. It's ridiculous. Like, too much money. Anybody with too much money and not enough life experience, this is what you get. When you got people being,
and it's funny because a good chunk of those rappers and stuff, some of that money really don't even be there.
Yeah.
They got loans or something they done rented.
Yeah.
Didn't even be there. So he bragged about how he got all this money and all this other stuff, and I'm just, you ain't front for the gray.
Right. And you know what they say, the wagon with the least in it make the most noise. Do you hear any of these people that actually got money, these million and billionaires, you hear them walking around talking about how much money they got? No, they don't. You don't even know they got money. You see them walking around in the grocery store.
Right. It's all about your actions.
Yeah. If I was rich like that,
girl, I forgot to mention this. Then something that happened earlier. Yaya was accused of cutting his tires.
Wow.
All this stuff had went down. She apparently had cut his tires to this, this fancy kind of car. And he made a whole song about it. He had remixed, which God, I hate that he did this. He had remixed Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson.
Oh, he did.
Put her in the song. And had a lookalike in the video.
Oh my goodness. These kids are not even original.
Crawling and doing all this fool-out line and all this foolishness. And yet you still with her.
And you're not even original. Like, I wouldn't even want to. That would be me and you breaking up. You can't even make up your own song about me. You done stole Michael Jackson stuff. Like, I don't even want to talk to you because you ain't creative at all. Oh my gosh! Like some of these young kids are just recycling the stuff that our people did. Like, I don't even want to talk about him no more. They both stupid. I don't know. Even Miss Patty, she's stupid too.
Right, but speaking of people who got and who ain't got money, some of these folks done got their stimulus check, and I'm mad because I ain't got mine.
I ain't got mine either.
Wait, people really getting them? Nah, I ain't get one yet. You know somebody personally that got one?
The only thing I know, I would have a friend post something about the checks and friends that they know.
Dang.
So it's a friend of a friend. I know that they got there. So, but I don't know anybody personally.
Man.
Then again, I ain't got that many friends any damn way.
Well, I heard the IRS. I heard next week they're gonna put a login portal on their website, so you can start. Yeah. Everybody can put your direct deposit information in to get it quicker.
Yeah. Whether you filed or not. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So,
but they did say everybody who's already filed or who has their banking information on there should be getting theirs no later than the 15th. That's the latest update that I heard.
April 15th? I haven't filed this year. Ooh, excuse me, but I did file last year. So I'm just like, where mine at?
Yeah, I mean, you should have yours by April 15th. Everybody who's filed last year or 2018, 2019, April 15th. But they did say something about Chime. People who got Chime are getting those advances on theirs, like advancing the money.
Read the post, and some people who have Chime didn't get that advance.
Dang, I didn't do direct deposit for my income tax last year. Nah, man.
You ain't gonna get your check until May.
I'm old school, man. Like I was like, yo, when my check come, I want it in my hand. You know, I don't want to do no numbers, no direct deposit. Cause something happened like 3 years ago. I filed my taxes and I signed up for direct deposit, and like the accounting number was put in wrong or something, and it got shot to somebody else, and I had to go through this whole like battle with the IRS to like find it. Then they had to investigate and all that, and yeah.
That was one time.
Yeah.
But I would be traumatized by that too. That's no.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your struggle, honey, and getting my check in my hand is way better.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll wait till May. Like I'm still making it, so it's like I'm gonna be struggling from here until May anyways. So when May comes and that check comes, it'll still be a come up, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go on that portal though and put in your. You don't want to do the direct deposit at all.
No, I'm gonna try it this time. Yeah, I'm gonna try it this time for that stimulus, so I can get my stimmy, you know.
Okay, I need my I need to be stimulated.
Yeah.
With some money in my hand.
Gonna deposit the stimmy.
Stimulator.
Yeah. What you sipping on?
What you say, Gary?
I said, what's Dre they sipping on over there?
Mind your business.
Yeah. And I saw you slurping out a straw too. Both y'all over there pouring up.
Got a little some, mine's almost empty, so.
Yeah. Sipping on that.
I gotta get a refill here in a minute.
Sipping on that Jesus juice. Yeah. I got a water. I shouldn't even have a drink in the studio right now.
There you go. You know what, y'all? It's not fun when you get drunk and you don't got nobody around. Like, it's just like a waste of drunk.
That's kind of how I feel about smoking too. I don't like smoking by myself. You ain't got nobody to pass it to.
Yeah. Like, you don't have no significant other to be like. You just being drunk by yourself all the time.
All the time. I ain't got no problem.
Oh, solo drunk.
I don't like that because I like to be drunk and be doing stuff.
Yeah, so. Especially like when you get drunk and like giggly and stuff. Who you laughing with, Dre? You ain't got nobody to laugh with.
He be over there laughing at his damn stuff.
Myself. Like, especially if I get toe up, which is a rare occasion. If I get toe up, I like to be by myself because I don't want nobody record me or they tell me in the morning, you know you did this while you was drinking.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's the best.
So I drink by myself. I like it.
That's the best thing, Dre, because then you can see how far your limits are. You be like, okay, well, maybe I can do that.
See, I did that when I was 18. I've already done that. Been there, done that.
Oh my God. You did too much, too fast. Damn. Okay, so do you drunk text?
Do I drunk text? And now and then.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of being.
It'd be a booty call kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like those memes you see on Facebook with Future, that's me. All day. The memes they be making about Future when he be like on the phone and be like, yeah, I know it's a quarantine and I wish I was locked down with you right now, you know.
You can't do that no more, Gary. You booed up. You caked up.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm corny.
This quarantine has brought some freaks out. I can tell y'all that for sure.
Man.
It's freaked out.
Is just full of Ray Allen. I'm here.
Yo, what is?
My Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, it's just full of nasty people.
I like it.
Man.
Well,
let me send some people your way then.
No. I'm good. I got my hands full right now. It's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
I gotta pick my struggle.
But it seems like this has made like a lot of people like so much more like innovative. Like so many people are like making things and creating things, and the videos and skits on Facebook are funnier. You know, the jokes are funnier.
My baby. I thought he was talking about babies. People creating those babies.
Oh.
Right. I remember like at the beginning of the end of January and around February, I was just like all these Scorpios being created because everybody's staying home more and more.
Yeah.
And we damn sure don't need no more Scorpios. We got enough of them. The 7 or 8 that we got, we good with them.
We need more people like me.
No,
Scorpio.
no. Any type of water sign, we definitely need more
Well,
of.
hey, I'm a Cancer.
There you go. I'm a Pisces,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
a Scorpio. So we like all three.
Right.
I think we need more
I can't
Cancers.
wait. When I get my money, when I get my check, what am I gonna do?
I'm going to the beauty supply store.
Girl, that's if it's open.
No, it's one open. Oh, ladies, it's a beauty supply store open here in Irving. It's called American Beauty. They're letting 5 people in at a time. Y'all get up there and get y'all hair and y'all nails, whatever y'all need.
Yeah.
Y'all on up there. Gary, tell your girlfriend to get on up there. I don't know if she wear her.
Man.
Tell her.
Ah, yeah, for sure.
American Beauty.
Which reminds me, Gary, when is you gonna retwist your hair?
Man, I'm supposed to do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. So next time y'all see me, they'll be fresh.
Who gonna do it for you?
This ponytail or this
What?
bun.
What you mean? I don't look like a sexy Samoan. Somebody say I look like The Rock.
Ain't nobody told you that, Gary.
Pebble. How many times I say that? It's the pebble. The pebble.
Why you telling lies?
Nah, but yeah, my lady friend, you know, she said she gonna twist me up.
Wait a minute.
Gary,
Yo,
you call her your girlfriend. Why are you acting like an old man?
I mean, cause you know what I'm saying. Like we ain't just straight up like, will you be my girlfriend? Like, nah, man, we just kicking it. We kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like what's overstood, you know, don't need to be explained. Like we.
I got you, but y'all stay together. You don't gotta say that when you stay together. It is what it is.
Heck yeah. Well, my lady, my girlfriend, my significant other. Yeah, she gonna twist me up, Dre Day.
Stop on.
Why? Because it started from toxicity. Nah.
You stop hating. Jay hating right now. Stop that.
Yeah, let her hype up my toxic relationship. Dang.
I love it. I'm here for the toxic stuff. That's what that makes me happy.
These are certain circumstances. There's a lot going on to where this is why this whole situation end up the way it is now. So let's wait till stuff goes back to normal, then let's pass judgment on what the hell going on. But as of now, it's some special stuff going on. It's like,
Well, enjoy it. Enjoy it while he can. Let him enjoy it while he can.
It's another 2 weeks.
Okay, well, even if it is, let him enjoy it.
Next week, he's gonna be coming on top. The thrill is gone.
Dang. And somebody commented on your Facebook, Sophia Morris.
Who?
Sophia Morris. She said about the STEMI check. She said it's gonna be like a tax deduction. So if you take that money.
I'm glad she reminded me. She brought me back to fall.
That's not true.
That reminds me. A lot of people are confused, and I am too, because I've heard some people say that with us getting this check, that we're going to have to put it on our next year's taxes. When we file next year, we're going to have to put it on there. And this check is technically an advance.
It's really like a scam because it's like.
And then some people have said, like, basically, we have to pay this money back. The IRS said nothing about it, and Mr. Carrot Top in the White House ain't said nothing about it.
That's not true.
Don't know that for sure. One thing I do know is basically they are giving us our money back because we do pay we do pay the federal government and we do pay taxes every year, or every time we make a purchase, we do pay taxes on. And so whenever money that we do get back is basically, whenever we pay taxes, they take our money, recycle it, redo whatever they want to do with it, and then give it back to us.
Yeah, because they know it's going to go back to them.
Whatever money the government gives us is basically them giving our money back.
Yeah.
But as far as this money being tax-free, or the fact that we have to put this on our taxes next year because this is technically an advance, I don't know that for sure, only because not everybody gets $1,200 or more back in income tax.
Right.
Okay.
It's like we don't know that for sure if we have to pay it back or what they're going to do with it because they ain't said nothing.
And
Basically,
it's
this
called
is
a stimulus. It's
a
called
anti check, huh?
it's a stimulus check to stimulate the economy. It's not we're not stop that. We don't have to pay. I said stimulus like this, not what you did. Stimulate. When you stimulate something, okay, I got you.
Obama was giving away his stimulus check. I don't remember anybody having to pay that back.
We didn't. We didn't pay back the ones Bush sent out. So I doubt it if we have to pay these back.
Right, but fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If you got to pay
they'll do it on secretly. They'll probably like raise, they'll raise taxes or something like that. But
yeah. Uncle Sam is gonna get his either way.
What you said? What?
I said Uncle Sam is gonna get his either way because just like you were saying, they giving us money to spend back with them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I open a store, I give you $20 for you to come spend it in my store. It's not like I gave you money,
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. It's to stimulate.
Just like I remember when they built the Cowboy Stadium. I didn't vote for that. I didn't ask for the Cowboy Stadium. But yeah, if I rent a car or buy an airplane ticket, or if I do some stuff, I will see on my receipt Dallas Cowboy or Dallas tax something.
Dang.
And rented an Enterprise, and I'm like reading the receipt. I'm like, what the hell is this Dallas tax y'all done put on there? It was the Cowboy Stadium.
Man, I wonder,
I want that.
Like when you go to Walgreens or CVS and they give you that long ass receipt, what if they really be putting like some secret messages on there and none of us read it?
Right. Don't even read it. Yeah. That'd be crazy. They'd be like, y'all, they would have told us back in 2012, y'all know Corona gonna be here in 2020.
Yeah.
They could have put it in big bold letters and none of us would have even picked up on it because we don't be reading. I don't look at my receipts that much.
Oh no.
They could really,
because I remember I had realized, my mom had told me, and then I had realized it too, that we don't pay taxes on groceries. We really don't pay on food from a grocery store unless it's like a soda or something. But as far as like regular groceries,
like
if
eggs,
it's $1.99, you pay $1.99.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to make their money by either jumping up the price of gas, because that didn't went up. I mean, that didn't went down hell a lot.
Man.
Gas average like $1.30 now. I think gas is going to go up. Huh?
I filled up for $16.
Shut up. Either gas gonna go way up or taxes on general merchandise is gonna go up. And then you have certain banks to where even they forgive you for paying your mortgage this month. They're gonna, you have to pay that interest for it being late, and you have to pay those taxes off. They're gonna find their way of getting their money back. They're gonna fix, because the government is a business. They are not in the business of losing and giving away money.
Right.
Keep that in mind. So that $1,200, I don't know how we're gonna pay for it back, but we will pay for it back. How much longer we got, Gary? Because I gotta pee.
1 minute.
We got 4 minutes.
Gary?
4 minutes.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
You can make, never would have made it. I shouldn't have been drinking.
You want to drink it?
I said I shouldn't have been. Look at this.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, you need a refill too?
Yeah, I'm going to get one here in a minute.
Right.
But, okay, so what you been doing this week? Well, how was your week?
Child, my week was boring. I've been trying to find a regular job because this whole free contracting stuff, it's for me when I feel like it, not when I... No, you ain't yawning. No, both of y'all. No. Am I boring to y'all? Do I bore y'all?
Man, nah, it's that afternoon slump, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. No,
she did it first and it made me do it.
I'm sorry.
I like doing
It's
freelance
that
work when I choose to, not because I have to. And that's I mean, and then everybody and their mama is doing Instacart. And they're getting on my nerves because I'm trying to get Instacart to like up the pay, but everybody's taking these low amount pay gigs. I'm just like, dude, we're gonna have to ask for more money if we're out exposing ourselves every day to everything. We're gonna have to get more money on this stuff. But you got people who are desperate and they take the very low, and I can't get nowhere with it. But my week was horrible. How was yours?
Mine was marvelous.
Of course,
Scary since I bore you.
he got some in-house now. He got a good week. He got some in-house now. My week was regular. I didn't go to work at all this week because of my new schedule. So it kind of fell where I don't work. I work 3 days, so I ain't been doing nothing. I just been sitting there. Huh?
God, good.
Ain't he? And I still get 40 hours a week. Only working 8 hours a day for 3 days. So, yep.
Right. Besides Gary being hormonal bliss in this what do they call it? Honeymoon stage of y'all moving.
I kind of feel like I'm on one of those like TV shows where like the people get married like right away and then they gotta move in and all that. Like,
You talking about 90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah.
Or Married at First Sight.
Well, you know what? Just enjoy it while you can. Shoot. I need me a quarantine boo. If y'all know somebody who want to be a quarantine boo, let me know.
Quarantine boo.
Yeah, just for the quarantine, because when he go back to regular, he can go.
No. I don't no. I just want you here for maybe an hour or two and then you can go on about your business.
Well, not every day. Just, not every single day. But anyway.
Like once every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Like let everything get back into shape and then I'll let you come back over and stretch everything out. But let us go.
I love that. I love it.
Thank you guys for watching. Try to put this on YouTube for the ones who don't like watching this on Facebook. I'm trying to put it on YouTube. Put it on Anchor for those who don't want to watch and just want to listen. But thank you guys for watching. We'll be here next week. Make sure y'all tune in. We're going to find out some more stuff about Gary and his life. And then what we're going to talk about, y'all make sure y'all comment and make sure y'all let us know what y'all want us to talk about for next week. But that's it. I got to go. Peace and release and a bottle of hair grease.
Peace and love, y'all. Y'all have a good week.